What's up, everyone? Welcome to Tuesday stream. For sure, not a turnaround Tuesday today. Beginning streaming today, and I did not went live yesterday because I did a short video. I hope that you guys liked it. I covered on why BTC may be coming to a resolution really soon. You guys should check it out. Check it out if you have not. So, welcome to today's live stream. The market has been pretty flat today regarding BTC and majors, but there's been a lot of movement on smaller altcoins and especially on meme coins. We'll cover that too. Before going into depth and going into the analysis, I remind you guys to please just smash that like button, turn on notifications so you know where I'm going live, and you can ask me questions on the live chat. And remember to turn on that bell and leave me a comment if you're feeling like it. So today BTC is pretty flat, like the title of the video says. BTC is flat, Ethereum's outperforming. So that's something that we're not used to see, at least not in a sustained fashion. But BTC is flat today. It's not even down or up percent. It's almost at 0%. It's been fighting with the between green and red for almost the whole day. And underperforming stocks today, the SPX and Nasdaq had a green positive day today, and some individual stocks did great also. And yeah, we'll get a 3-day close today also. You're having somewhat of a nothing burger candle. You're going for the lowest daily candle close since Saturday. Catching some follow through out of yesterday's bearish hammer. That was a bearish retest to a 200 moving average. I wouldn't be too concerned about what BTC is doing here locally unless you start grinding lower. And I'm gonna pull up my levels here. So you can see yesterday we had a bearish retest to 63.5k and also 200 moving average. That's not the best scenario. We all know this levels where they come from. So you back tested 64 and 63 here. This daily candle close from April 2021 as resistance, and you have not caught any follow through today. You're just pretty much flat over there. Regarding the oscillators, you're still losing that negative momentum on the MACD histogram, and you're 51 on the RSI. So that's quite neutral. But the ultimate discernible event that happened on BTC on the daily time frame was this bearish retest to 63.5k and the 200 moving average here. So if I had to flip a coin, maybe this goes lower. Although I'm hoping that the bottom's already in, and that we could trend higher from here. But if we tend to go to a downside, your next logical support will be at 58.4 and 57.4k too on this level. Also from the previous cycle, 2021 April and November. Regarded as resistance a bunch of times, then a support, and once you lost it, you can see consequences of it. So hopefully we don't come back down here to another test, because it could be scary. But everything's fine until you lose that level, if you ask me here on BTC. I'm gonna pull out the 3-day because it'll be closing in an hour and 22 minutes. So you can see this battle. It's been going on not only on the daily but also on the 3-day time frame. Bulls are trying to paint somewhat of a green candle, while the bears are trying to push it to be a red candle and get the shape somewhat of a gravestone doji or something, like a long-wicked candle with a small body. It could be fine. It's not about just one candle. It's about the follow through. So if this closes like this, and then you get a bearish engulfing candle to a downside next, it will be a way worse structure to what you're seeing here. where you have that just this bearish retest to 63.5. The 200 moving average is way down here at around 44k, so nothing to say about that. But I do have something to say regarding the oscillators, especially the MACD histogram on here on the 3-day time frame, because I spent quite some time doing analysis on this triple bullish divergence that we have here in MACD histogram, where you have lower lows on price, lower low, lower low, and you had higher lows on the MACD histogram on the momentum, and you also had somewhat of an accumulation pattern going on here on the 3-day histogram, where you had consecutive higher lows and a higher high on the second high regarding the first high, and that's a 3 rising ballast pattern when you see it on price. And you confirm the pattern here when you closed, when you had a green bar close above the breakout line here. The breakout line was formed on July 26th, and this was the confirmation of the pattern, but sadly we have not seen any performance out of the confirmation. You just went and confirmed the pattern, and now you are on what Bulkowski calls a throwback. So basically the pattern is that you have a low, then you come back down, you have a higher low, then you go for a higher high, then another higher low, and then this is your breakout line, because this is the higher high regarding the first high, and then you broke out, and then you came back down below the break line into the accumulation range, and now we're wondering if this will actually go to the upside and continue the performance of the accumulation, or it'll be a failed pattern and it'll continue downwards or just chopping. So what Bulkowski says, when you have this breakout and then you get a throwback, is that usually on the patterns that he examined, you get a diminished return, or you get a weaker performance on accumulation patterns when they get that throwback. It can still perform, and still go into the upside, but you're clearly seeing that throwback here on this bars coming back down below the throwback, below the breakout line here, and it makes me wonder if this just continues to come lower. I'll think that this accumulation pattern just didn't play out. There's too much supply. Sellers are still in control, are so in control of the market that not even a triple bullish divergence plus an accumulation of positive momentum worked or meant anything for buyers being able to push the asset price higher. So that would be bearish, in my opinion. If we actually get back down here and get a full reset on the oscillators, I would expect negative momentum to build and ultimately trend to the downside. But that's not happened yet. You could always create a bounce here and go for the positive momentum from any of this lower positive momentum bars from down here. So the pattern's not there yet. I just want to give you guys an update because I've been waffling about this pattern for so long, and this setup, this triple bullish divergence, I was expecting it. I was expecting the breakout and the confirmation it already had, but sadly we have not seen the performance that I was waiting for. I told you guys when we were here below here at the last higher low of negative momentum, we had two big questions regarding this triple divergence and accumulation pattern. The first question was, will this pattern actually get confirmed? And that happened, does a check on a box, the pattern got confirmed. But the second big question was, will the pattern actually perform? And until of today, we have not seen the performance expected out of this accumulation of positive momentum, because the target for this accumulation was all-time highs of positive Momo, and we have not seen that yet on BTC. Sadly, there's just too much supply for now. So that's the 3-day time frame, just pretty flat after this bearish engulfing that closed on Monday. You had somewhat of this impulse coming from the lows, and now you're battling with this candle, this long absorption candle. You're battling in between a green and a red candle, which we'll know in an hour and 16 more minutes. So that's your BTC update. It's just not doing much in between red and green for today. Somewhat of a low volume day here today on BTC, and while you can see stocks, the SPX had a bullish engulfing candle, and Nasdaq also bullish engulfing candle, highest daily candle close since September 26th. So sad to see that BTC did not follow the S&P. I'm talking about BTC and the S&P. We can see here this is Bitcoin against the SPX. Yesterday we had this Greystone Doji candlestick reversal pattern, which is getting follow through and getting confirmed today, going for the lowest daily candle close since October 5th. So this looks pretty weak. If you ask me, you had this impulse coming from the mid range, and you printed this reversal candlestick, and now you're confirming the reversal with follow through being down 1%. You're still losing the negative momentum in the MACD histogram. You're coming close to neutral, and you're at the 47 on the RSI. So, man, this could be great, but I don't know if they'll actually let us have this setup here on the daily. Look at this possible inverse head and shoulders here that started forming on August. So somewhat of a 2-month reversal pattern might be being printed here on BTC against the SPX. But if we actually take out this low, this whole structure is just gonna be invalidated and not worth considering. So it's just pretty sad to see what BTC has done since March 13 against the SPX. Been lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs consistently. Has been downtrending against the SPX for over 7 months now. So yeah, and the 3-day time frame here, you can see just a weak, really weak Gravestone Doji also on the 3-day. Look at this huge wick to the upside and almost no body, no body candle here. Will be closing in a little bit over an hour. You're losing that positive momentum on the MACD histogram. How's it going, Benz? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, eventually everything's going to zero, you know. I heard that HBO is putting out a documentary today about who's Satoshi, so I'm sure once we know who Satoshi is, we'll wake up tomorrow to BTC trading at $0. So just a 3-day here, pathetic candle. Hopefully this whole reversal pattern plays out here, but it's just wishful thinking until they confirm this low with a somewhat of a confirmation low down here, and until you break out of the neckline at the 12 area here on BTC against the SPX. Let's go see dominance, because today's somewhat important, because you have BTC just flat and Ethereum at around a 1% gain today. Bitcoin dominance going for the lowest daily candle close since October 1st. Putting somewhat of a confirmation high today. So that's somewhat cute. The heat death of the universe. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be that or the cold death. I think there are like two theories about that. Whether you think that the space will continue expanding and will just expand even further and won't able to get any energy from stars. So yeah, losing positive momentum on the MACD histogram at around the 55 points on the RSI. So you're neutral here on the daily, but let me show you this on the 3-day. 3 days building negative momentum once again on the MACD. rejecting the 60-point area on the RSI, so you're rejecting the bullish control zone here. Yeah, the big rip or the big crunch. That's right. You seem to know a lot about the universe. That's cool. I like astronomy as well. Yeah. Hopefully we're here to see the very last few moments that we can appreciate the market going straight to zero. Hopefully, I'll be able to stream, and you'll be able to comment on the chat box. So the 3-day, this looks somewhat nice, and also in the Bollinger Bands, catching somewhat of a sell signal from my custom indicator. The last time it actually performed, it was on May 18. I've not had any signals for a while. I mean, it did have this buy signal in November 2022, which also performed. So if this sell signal on the Bollinger Bands actually performs, I'll be looking for a target at the lower bands at around 56.6. But if that doesn't happen, that's all right. We need to lose 57.2% before getting any kind of optimistic regarding Bitcoin dominance. You need to come back down below 57.2. Is a strong inflection zone from history. So yeah, if I had to give you somewhat of a good news today, it will be Bitcoin dominance. Just a small pullback for now, but at least you're not going into all-time highs with BTC doing this kind of trading. You know, this would be really bad for altcoins if Bitcoin dominance was climbing higher. So talking about dominance, let's pull up USDT dominance. Pretty flat for today as well, but it's actually green today. It's printing a red candle, but it's up 0.1% from yesterday's close. Pretty flat, not much to say. Catching follow through out of yesterday's bullish hammer. So yeah, just in between two zones here, in between 5.8 and 5.2, which are your value areas here. You can see from 2021, 2022, and actually 2020. This impulses between 5.2 and 5.6 is there isn't much of an efficient zone in between these two levels. Every time that you come back down here, you pretty much go straight up or straight down. So hopefully for our spot bags and for BTC's price, this is actually on going down still into 5.2%, because you went all the way up here, you rejected the hard line out of this ascending channel, and you sold off from 5.8, and you just been slowly trading sideways a little bit down, having somewhat of a small pullback on USDT dominance. And on the 3-day time frame, also having the same battle as BTC, whether it's going to close green or red. For now, it's closing red, down 0.3%, going for your lowest 3-day close since September 2027. You loosen that negative momentum on the MACD histogram, so that's not the best. 52 on the RSI. So what you want to see here is sellers being able to start putting more and more negative momentum and build up the negative momentum here on the 3-day time frame. It's the same thing that happened with Bitcoin on the MACD, just the inverted. You know, this is a distribution pattern. You have a triple bearish divergence, plus a three falling peaks, classic distribution pattern being confirmed. This was your breakout line for the confirmation to the downside. They confirm it with this with printing with this lower negative momentum bars, but the pattern didn't actually perform to his measure move target. So hopefully this is just a throwback, and they'll continue to print that that negative momentum down here. So yeah, not much to say about USDT dominance as of now. Hopefully it closes red in an hour and 6 minutes. but you're seeing a lot of buying absorption here on this impulse to the downside. Wasn't able to close down here at 5.4 or 5.5. Instead, it got bought, and this could turn into another higher low, and that wouldn't be great for Bitcoin or any other backs. Let's talk about Ethereum, because today it's been decoupling for somewhat of BTC and the rest of the market. Today's outperforming. Both BTC and Solana is going for a bullish engulfing candle. It's up almost 1%, going for the highest daily candle close since October 1st. Losing that negative momentum on the MACD histogram. 46 on the RSI, so you're neutral on the RSI. But I did not have Ethereum somewhat showing strength today on my bingo card, and this is also being showed on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Actually, this weak sell-off from Bitcoin dominance is basically Ethereum outperforming BTC today. I mean, you do have some other coins outperforming as well, for example BNB and whatnot. I think Tron too, but I think Ethereum taking the lead today. It's been showed on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Regarding the 3-day, let's see. It's printing a stronger candle than BTC. Also, it's up almost 1.2%, holding the 200 moving average as support. Remember that we talked about the 200 moving average on the 3-day time frame for BTC, and BTC is like above here right now. It's way above the 200 moving average, while Ethereum is actually battling with the 200 moving average and trying to hold it as support. You're in between these two levels, also 2,542 and 2,332. This inflection zones from 2021. You can see here in the daily is reversal from April 16. Somewhat manufactured this support, this support and resistance level, and also this drop from here and some other impulses to the upside have showed that Ethereum right now is in between two major levels, and it's not going for resolution, at least not soon. But the good thing is that you're holding that level for now, so that's cool, and it's pretty cool to see Ethereum outperform Solana and BTC for once. Actually, Solana's red today, while Ethereum's is green. Let's see, ETH BTC, it's up 1%. That's cool. If you look at this looks somewhat of like the inverted chart for Bitcoin dominance. So pretty cool. Losing negative momentum on the MACD histogram. You have bullish confluence here from this low to this low on the oscillators. Both of them are higher lows. The RSI as well. Not much to say about the oscillators on the daily. But on the 3-day, you're going for a bullish engulfing candle, the highest 3-day close since September 27, printing strong positive momentum once again on the MACD histogram, and 35 points on the RSI. So you're still in the bearish control zone on the RSI for ETH BTC, but maybe, just maybe, Chad, this bullish divergence here could actually play out on ETH BTC, trying to print this higher low. I've been asking for a higher low for so long on ETH BTC, and this might be it, chat. All you need to do now is pull a higher high on the chart. So what you need to start to do on ETH BTC is you got to put in the higher low first. This could be a good candidate for the first higher low in some time. Then you have to take out the last high. So you take out the last high, for example. Then you need to put in another higher low regarding the previous low. Then hopefully another higher high, like consecutive higher highs and higher lows. And then maybe we could talk about a reversal here, you know? But this could take some time, because they might do something like this, you know, first. Like long-term downtrends take time to recover. So I wouldn't be surprised if this does something like this, although everyone wants to see just ETH BTC shooting up into the sky, you know, and doing this. but I don't think that's gonna happen, Chad. Hopefully it does, like a mean reversion trade. But when you get 2-year downtrends like the one that you're seeing actually on ETH BTC here since October or September 2022, you usually put in somewhat of a major confirmation low before um, before heading higher, just like what happened here, for example. Um, but yeah, this crypto is a momentum driven asset class, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just do a mean reversion and they just shoot it up really quickly to the upside. But the good news here, 3-day time frame, potentially a confirmation low with a bullish divergence still being valid on the MACD, on the RSI, and printing strong positive momentum again on the MACD. So this could be really good news for your beloved and long-weighted altcoins to perform. So that's Ethereum. Let's check out Solana. Solana's down 0.5%. Just catching follow through out of this yesterday's bearish hammer. You're down $144. This top from this complacency shoulder 2022. You already know what it is. If you're a regular here, you know that I look at a lot at that level. So what you need to do here in Solana is just you need to invalidate all of this lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs regarding this major high from March. So everything like all of these highs, what they're implying is that basically you have less market participants on Solana versus March. So that's it's not the best. It's not what you want to see. You want to see people coming in, not people leaving. So you need to break this lower high structure. You're losing negative Momo on the MACD, 48 on the RSI. That's pretty neutral. And on the 3-day, it's also battling with going for a green candle close. Ethereum is outperforming both Solana and BTC on the 3-day time frame close. So that's pretty cool. For example, Ethereum's printing a strong positive momentum again on the MACD histogram. Solana's not. It's going for a 1% plus gain. Solana's not. So, yeah. Hold on for 1 second, chat. Okay. So, yeah. You just need to reclaim 144. Hopefully they run it up. But I want to see what Sol BTC is doing. I want to see what Sol ETH has been doing. Let's go to Sol BTC first. Down 0.5%. Just not catching any follow through out of this bullish engulfing from Sunday. Yeah. Nothing bigger, I would say, for now. It's not too concerning. But what's more concerning here on Sol BTC is this bearish retest to this 200 moving average, man. That's and you have it twice here and here. So you're clearly back to using the 200 moving average as resistance on Sol BTC, something that you have not done since, let's see, this bearish retest from September 20, 2023, and before that one, man, November 7, 2022, major impulse, major nuke on Sol BTC into fresh low. So that's not the best. Let's pull up the 3-day. Look how far you are from the 200 moving average on the 3-day time frame here. And man, this chart looks compressed here. I'll pull up the Bollinger Bands. This is pretty compressed on the Bollinger Bands. I don't think it's been that compressed since October of last year. A strong impulse to one side or the other will be coming on Sol BTC here. Fighting to close red on the 3-day time frame. You were printing negative momentum on the two previous 3-day closes, but now you're back to light negative momentum on the MACD, 46 on the RSI. So it's not that much that I can tell you, man. You need to flip this momentum into positive again and hopefully start trending higher, recover 23,000, this level, this inflection zone from 2021. It needs to be recovered before getting somewhat excited about Sol BTC trending higher. So that's the state of Solana right now. Let's do Sol ETH, because I think Sol ETH was doing some pretty interesting stuff before, man. So what do we have here? You've been holding 58,000 as support. This historic all-time high from 2021, from November 2021. You used that level, you regarded that level as resistance so many times, like 6 times in a row, 7 times in a row, and you now finally broke out of it, and apparently you're holding it as support for the first time. So I don't like the look on Sol ETH here on personally, like just how it's looking on the daily. I would like to see some follow through, but there's nothing bad with another retest or even a more deeper retest down here. Whoops. As long as 57,000 holds, then this is fine and it can continue trending higher. But here locally on the daily looks a little bit cooked. We can see the 3-day here. Yeah, it just looks a little bit similar to what Bitcoin dominance is doing on the daily, you know, just a small impulse into range highs with somewhat of a confirmation high. You're printing strong negative momentum once again on the MACD histogram, 57 on the RSI, so you're outside of the bullish control zone. But hey, as long as they hold 58,000, 57,000, I mean 5,700, 5,800, then you're fine. You're sweet on Sol ETH. But if they send it back lower again, below that level, then every time that you deviate above all-time highs, man, makes me a little bit scary. Look at what BTC did, you know, deviated above all-time highs in March, and now we've been 7 months on a range environment, you know. I'm gonna pull it up so you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you know price, but deviation above all-time highs, then 7 months of downtrend and range trading. So I'm not a fan on getting deviations above all-time high, especially after so many attempts, man. This should have started ripping already, but hey, everything's fine as long as they hold it. That's what you want to be concerned. I'm actually pull up an alert. I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. 57.2. Done. So we'll hear the beep if that happens anytime soon. So those are your majors: Sol, BTC, Ethereum. Let's go see some other altcoins. I'll try to stay within the major altcoins today, so Binance doesn't zone out. Let's see what's been happening. Phantom actually green today, 2% gain, recovering to 200 moving average. Let's check out Sui, because Sui, it's been, yeah. Sui yesterday had the highest daily candle close since March 22nd, and I think the second highest daily candle close in its history. It's down 1.7% today. Has somewhat of a massive bearish divergence here. Not confirmed on the MACD and the RSI, but potentially. So have that in mind. Everything's red today, with the exception of Ethereum. That's pretty wild. BNB is also green today. It's up 2.8%, going for a bullish engulfing candle, your highest daily candle close since September 29. Talk about CC getting out of jail and everything selling off, man. CC getting out of jail was the ultimate sell the news event. You do have somewhat of a possible accumulation schematic here on BNB. I don't take it personally, man. That's cool. It's cool to have you here nonetheless. Okay, so what are we seeing here, chat? We are seeing a potential 3 rising valleys accumulation pattern where you have a low, a higher low, then a second higher low, all consecutively, and a higher high on the second high regarding the first high. So this would be your breakout line at around $617. I draw it here. That's your breakout line. We'll make it green, official. So if you get a daily candle close above that level, you will be confirming the accumulation pattern, and your target will be, let's have a measure move for the target. You do it from the breakout line. Oh my god, do I have to count the wick? Yeah, I guess why not? Guess I'm counting the wick. So from the breakout line all the way into the lowest low, that's your measure move target in case you get a breakout. So that will leave you at all-time highs at around $833 per BNB token if this actually gets confirmed and performs. So, which reminds me, I want to pull up BNB against Sol. This has been ranging for quite some time, man. Since December, since the lowest low, it's been ranging sideways. 3-day time frame, building positive momentum once again. 55 on the RSI, but the really interesting chart here is the 2-week, where you have this mad compression on the Bollinger Bands. I don't know what this means, man. This is insane. This compression here, this bottleneck on volatility is pretty insane. This is telling me that an expansion is coming rather sooner than later, but I don't know to which side it will be. I don't know if BNB will outperform Solana like a lot, or it'll be the other way around. Because sometimes the Bollinger Bands have a funny way of when you have this kind of compression, just going to one band, being unable to get the breakout, and then they go for the real breakout, and that's when you get the compression here on the Bollinger Bands. But I don't know. As of right now, it's curling up. You know, it had somewhat of a sell-off on when it closed on Sunday, but just gives me a lot of curiosity, man. This chart, BNB against Sol. I don't know if it's gonna be because of Solana losing value against BNB because BNB is going up and Solana is not going up as BNB, or because we enter a bear market and Solana gets destroyed and BNB doesn't get that destroyed. That would be the worst case scenario here. Because I don't see like BNB outperforming Solana that hard, especially when Solana has like the meme coin machine, you know? Solana's the casino, so unless like a Binance Smart Chain season comes around, I don't know, bro. Like this looks sketchy to me. Like look at the compression here. Like all-time lows for the Bollinger Band with an all-time highs in compression and volatility for the 2 week, and this eventually will do a strong expansion that will last a few months. So yeah, interesting price action on BNB, showing relative strength today. Also Aptos doing somewhat of a like a beta to Sui. 8% candle today, going for your highest daily candle close since May 27. Next logical resistance is at $9.80. $9 to from $9 to by $9 to 80 cents. You have the next logical level for Aptos. Printing strong positive momo on the MACD histogram again. 68 on the RSI, bullish control zone. So yeah. XRP also green today. Bearish retest to 200 moving average yesterday. Tron also green today. It's up 2.6%. Highest daily candle close will be confirmed since August 26th. It's funny. That is funny. So these are your meme coin against utility index, pushing against range highs against this resistance at 64.1. Green for the day, but oh man, looks overbought and potentially creating a bearish divergence here on the RSI. So who knows, bro? Who knows? I actually created like somewhat of a meme coin index of the stronger names today, and it's red is down 0.6%. So even some meme coins are selling off hardly today. For example, WIF down 3.2%. Man, you have WIF at around 886 retracement level from highs to lows. So maybe people unloading here, selling with, well, the whole timeline is euphoric. So let's see the 3-day, because why not? Look at the 3-day. Absorption to the upside, failing to rival the previous 3-day close. Still printing positive momentum though on the MACD histogram. 59 on the RSI, so just 1 point shy from the bullish control zone. Bollinger Bands trying to get a daily candle close in, outside of the bands again, but failing to do so for now. Wow. On the daily time frame, I didn't see this. My custom Bollinger Bands indicator flashed a sell signal yesterday. What do you think, chat? Should we sell? Should we sell with? What do you all think about memes and altcoins? If you want me to take a look at anything, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna pull up some strong gainers from today. Ticker Bitcoin up 57% today. What a beast. Breaking out of the Bollinger Bands on the 3-day, going for the highest 3-day close ever, building strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. You have not seen this high momentum on Ticker Bitcoin since March of this year. 75 point level on the RSI on the 3-day time frame, so you're overbought, and on the bullish control zone. Insane, and really coupled from the market today. I'm granted it's following SPX 6900. Giga Chat also, it's up 11% today. Highest 3-day close ever. Overbought on the RSI, 78 points. Not that much that I can say. I can show you PopCat though. I'll show you this. So you remember, I think I was here on Popcat when I said the next logical resistance was at around $1.38, 39 cents, or $1.40, and what happened? Actually, they run it up really quick to that level, sold off against it. This supply line from this ascending Browning wedge. This is a pattern that consists of an asset that has a lot of demand, but the general public has a bearish bias towards it. This is the psychology from this pattern, and yeah, possible bearish divergence on the MACD histogram, but bullish confluence on the RSI. The 3 days battling with a green or red close right now, just barely closing green. But what I do think what's gonna happen with Popcat is something like what happened on Punky here. So this caught media attention now, like traders' attention. Maybe it's a little bit overcrowded. This is what happened with Punky, man. So you might be here on Popcat. This was 1, 2, 3. This was the fourth attempt, just like on Popcat. Tried to break out of the supply line. You couldn't. Tested it as resistance. Came back down. Put in a higher low, another higher low, and then you had the bullish expansion to the upside, the definitive breakout, where you run up and actually exceeded the pattern measure move, and you even had another all-time highs above here after you tested the supply line of support. But now you came back down inside of the ascending Browning wedge, sadly. I don't like patterns when they fail like that and they come back inside. They're usually done, but who knows? And you're actually holding the 200 moving average for the first time as resistance on Punky, so they might bring it lower. I'm not sure, but I wanted to share that thought of Popcat with you guys, because I know that Popcat's been getting a lot of hype lately. Talking about hype, man, I'll show you the craziest chart. I've talked about this asset before doing this, obviously. Sadly, I didn't get in. I was on vacation. I think you probably know. When we looked at it, it was like this, you know. We talked about this potential support from 200 moving average. Then you lost it, reclaim it. On one day, you put in an 80% candle with massive volume. Look at the volume here. This should have been my signal. And then you just never came back. And a 30x from that high has occurred in less than a month. So yeah, look at the 3-day. The 3-day is at the 98 points on the RSI. I'm not sure I've ever seen this on the 3-day time frame. And when this thing pulls back, man, it's gonna be wild. I think it's gonna drag down a lot of coins to the downside. So beware and take profits if you need to. Not financial advice, of course, but just insane, man. Insane performance, but by SPX 6900. So BTC selling off, going into the daily close. What else can you expect, man? We've been on a garbage market for the past 7 months. Resolutions coming soon. Hopefully it will be to the upside, but maybe it can be to the downside. And I'll show you guys this. This is the 3-month. Put in a log. So this is the quarterly candles displayed here on screen. Each candle represents 3 months. And look at this, chat. Double inside bar. What? Do I have it on 2-month then? Where is it? Huh. funny. Was it on the 4 month? Not sure, but there is a time frame besides the 4 month where you have this double inside bar. This will be confirming in 3 more months. Granted, it can be invalidated, but you've been just putting month after month of range trading on BTC. That's your monthly. We'll be closing in 23 more days. Allegedly an October candle. But man, I think October will be the month that it'll set the tone for the very end of this year and probably the beginning of the next one. Hopefully it'll be to the upside, but you always have to be alert and consider both scenarios. Although you do know that I'm bullish and hoping that this resolves to the upside. So today's going to be a little bit shorter. I hope that you liked the stream. Remember to smash that like button on the way out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to my boy Vince. I'll see you guys live tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And you guys have a good night or a good day, whether you're on the east or the west of the world. So see you later, boys.